Well, we're getting a first look at the Woodbury County Sheriff's new tactical armored vehicle tonight.
Yeah, KTIV's Sophie Wyckoff has a closer look and shows us why this is an important addition for local law enforcement.
Sheriff Chad Sheehan says the need for this vehicle became clear after law enforcement shooting in Hornick, Iowa in October 2023. Sheehan says if deputies had used their traditional tactics, law enforcement officers could have been killed as bullets ping off their vehicles.
Full auto, full auto. Full auto.
He's hitting us, shooting at us.
We're taking rounds.
Had we not had the armored vehicles, as I said then, we likely would have been probably planning funerals. He shot up 2 of the armored vehicles, so we know that the outcome would have been horrific.
Sheriff Sheehan says Woodbury County has already utilized the armored vehicle in the past couple of months.
One incident was looking for an individual who was wanted for felony assault, possibly armed, and he surrendered when we approached the residence. And then the second one was an individual who had fired shots at multiple houses in Sioux City, and the city had requested us to assist with providing it, so we did.
The sheriff's office doesn't want to rely on other agencies again if they do face a similar situation.
We would have been forced to deal with this situation, and probably some of our people would have been either seriously wounded or killed. So that's why we purchased it.
Sheehan says their duty is to protect the public, and if the worst happens, they want to be ready to act quickly and save lives.
Be confident that if there's an incident where an armed individual is hurting innocent people, this tool allows us to respond faster and come to your aid or your child's aid if it's a school or wherever it might be.
The tactical vehicle cost around $380,000. Woodbury County Sheriff's Office says the goal always is and will be safety. In Woodbury County, Sophie Wyckoff, KTIV News 4.
Sheriff Sheehan says the vehicle may be used in upcoming public events for the community to truly be able to see it, including the county fair.